Hi everyone, I'm here to do the YA subgenre recommendations tag, which is really a mouthful. But the idea is that we recommend books in the subgenres of YA. So that's what I'm going to do. I didn't have books on every subgenre that was listed originally, but I'll do my best and we'll see how it goes. So for Angels, I have Angel Fire by Courtney Allison Moulton, which I loved. It was really, really good. It's filled with action and a little bit of romance, and I really, really like this book. Then there's Apocalypse, and I picked Hunger because it's the first book in the Horsemen of the Apocalypse series. And I have to say I like Rage better, but I don't have a copy of that yet, so Hunger. Then contemporary romance and realism. For romance I picked Sing Me to Sleep by Angela Morrison. I love this book. It's so sad though, but it's so good. I really recommend you picking up a copy. And for contemporary realism, I picked Between Shades of Grey by Ruta Sepetys, I think. I haven't read it yet, but I hear it's really, really good. I'm going to read it this month, but yeah. Then we have dystopian, and I love dystopian, so it was really hard for me to pick two because I couldn't pick only one. First one I picked The Hunger Games by Suzanne Collins. I think if you like dystopian, you've read this. Not much to say about that. And I also picked Divergent by Veronica Roth, which is also a YA debut, and it's so good. If you like dystopians, you should definitely pick this one up. It comes out on April 28th in the UK, and the US is around that date as well, but pick it up, it's so good. Then we have Ghosts, but I don't have any ghost books, I think. And I can't think of any, so I'll just skip that one. Then we have Vampires. I have to say that in both of these series, I haven't read all of the books. But, yeah. First is Vampire Academy by Rochelle Mead, which I really, really liked, and I have the second book coming in later this week, or actually next week because it's Sunday while I'm filming this. So yeah, and I also picked the first bind-up in the Vampire Diaries series, The Awakening and the Struggle. I haven't finished Shadow Souls, which is book 6, but I already got in Midnight, which is book 7, so I'm definitely looking forward to reading that. So I'll have to pick up Shadow Souls so I can finish this one. Well, not this one, but Midnight. But it's really good. And also, I know it's not YA, but I really, really like the Sookie Stackhouse series, but that's definitely not suitable for younger readers. So, if you're like me, you like reading YA, and you like some changes, you should try Sookie Stackhouse. But if you're a younger reader, don't try it, because it's definitely adult material. Then I just saw I forgot a couple. So there's fairies, and I picked a fairy book that I hadn't read and a pixie book, because in my imagination fairy and pixies are sort of alike. I picked The Iron King by Julie Kagawa. I haven't read this, but I heard it's really good, so hopefully gonna read it soon. And for pixies I picked Need by Carrie Jones, which was really, really good because it creeped me out. Freaky stalker pixie thing. Sci-fi. I don't really like sci-fi, but I really loved Across the Universe by Beth Revis, and it's part sci-fi, part mystery, part dystopian, I suppose. But I really, really like this book, but I think this is the only sci-fi book I own, so makes it an easy choice as well. Steampunk. I only read one steampunk book, which is Clockwork Angel by Cassandra Clare, the first in the Infernal Devices series. I liked it. I gave it 3.5 out of 5. It was too slow for me. The ending made up a lot, but no. I'm looking forward to Clockwork Prince, though. I will be picking that up when it comes out. But I also picked The Iron Thorn by Caitlin Kittredge. I heard great things, and I would pick it for the cover alone. I'm going to read this really, really soon because I want to. It looks so good. So, yeah. And now back to the pile that I was working on before I realized that I forgot the Fairies and the Pixies. For werewolves, excuse me, I picked Shiver by Maggie Stiefvater. I really like this book. Maggie's writing is beautiful, so if you haven't read it, pick it up. It's not a typical werewolf story though, so I really like it. I'm really looking forward to Forever coming out in July. And then, zombies, I don't have any, but I'm going to order The Force of Hands and Teeth by Carrie Ryan, so hopefully I will be able to add that later on. I'm sorry, my voice is just, I don't know what it's doing, but witches, I don't have any witches books, I think. Does Harry Potter count? I'll pick Harry Potter. So yeah, some people added pirates. I don't have any pirates books. Some people added horror. I don't like horror because I don't like to be creeped out. I hate scary movies because I get nightmares. And I don't read scary books because I don't like to be scared. I'm such a chicken. I get scared really easily, so I always keep that to a minimum. So yeah, but I added one for myself. There was someone who added retellings, but I haven't read any retellings. The only retelling book that I count would be Sisters Red by Jackson Pierce, but I haven't read it. So I added Greek mythology, and I know that's some kind of retelling, I know, but I thought it deserves a different, to be a separate genre. So I picked The Titan's Curse by Rick Riordan, which is the third book in the Percy Jackson and the Olympian series. This is my favorite book in the series. But I have to admit that I haven't read The Last Olympian yet, but I will do that next week. Yes. And I also picked, I bet you'll get tired of this one, Starcross by Josephine Angelini, which is based on Helen of Troy, basically. And I really like this book. And I really like the fact that we seem to be getting a lot of books that are based on Greek mythology, and I love that. We have Abandoned by Matt Cabot, which I already pre-ordered because, yeah, you know, Greek mythology, duh. It's my first Matt Cabot book, so yay. But yeah, I think that's it for now. Yeah, I think I've done every single one that's on my list, except the ones that I don't have. So yeah, I wanted to say something, but I don't know what. So I'm going to end this video, and I'll talk to you guys later.